Okay, so we're constantly hearing about AI, right? It can write, it can create art, it can even try to predict the future. But what's the one thing, the single most important ingredient that all these amazing algorithms need to work? It's data. And today, we're going to walk through the whole information value chain and see why so many organizations are getting that one crucial ingredient totally wrong.
So, let's start with a fun question. Do you think a machine learning algorithm could predict, with almost spooky accuracy, the exact moment you're going to crave a piece of chocolate cake? I know, it sounds a little bit like science fiction, but stick with me, because figuring this out reveals one of the biggest and honestly most overlooked challenges in the entire world of AI.
To really get our heads around this, we're going to break it all down by thinking of our machine learning model as a recipe for the perfect chocolate cake.
Let's imagine for a second that we run a bakery. Our goal is pretty simple. We want to use the power of machine learning to find that perfect customer and send them an offer right when their craving hits. We want our algorithm to dig through all our customer data and basically shout, "Aha! This person right now wants cake."
Now, any good baker knows you can't make a great cake without great ingredients. It's just a fact. And in the world of machine learning, our ingredients are our data. The better the ingredients, well, the better the cake is going to be. Simple as that.
So what would our recipe for prediction actually look like? Well, the ingredients are just specific data points. We need to know if a customer even likes chocolate, right? If they have a birthday coming up, what they've bought before, maybe even if they've mentioned being on a diet. And of course, a huge one, do they live near one of our stores? Every single one of these is a vital ingredient for our algorithm.
And here's where our perfect baking plan hits a major snag. What happens when your best flour is mixed with dust, your sugar is all lumpy, and who knows how old your eggs are? What do you do if your data is a complete and total mess?
You see, the problem isn't just the ingredients themselves. It's the entire kitchen. It's just disorganized, totally chaotic, and nothing is where you think it should be. And believe it or not, this is what most company data looks like behind the scenes.
In most companies, customer info is just spread out. It's all over the place in different systems that don't talk to each other. So think of it like this. Your sales data is in one kitchen cupboard, your billing data is in another, and your marketing data is way over in a third. And inside every one of those cupboards is a slightly different, slightly incomplete version of the exact same ingredient.
And this right here illustrates the problem perfectly. In your sales system, you've got John Smith at 123 Main Street. But then you look in your billing system, and he's Jay Smith at 123 Main Street. Now, to you and me, that's obviously the same guy, but to a computer? Those are two completely different people, two totally different ingredients.
And this brings us to the most important question of all. How can our fancy, expensive machine learning recipe possibly work? How can it predict John's craving if it can't even figure out it's looking at the same person? Well, the simple, brutal answer is, it can't. The whole project is pretty much doomed before it even starts.
So, how do we fix this mess? Well, any great chef will tell you the secret to a perfect dish isn't just the recipe, it's the preparation. In professional kitchens, they have a term for it, mise en place. It means getting everything in its place before you start cooking. And that, right there, is the key to our solution.
In the world of data, this prep work is called Master Data Management, or MDM. It's this disciplined process of creating one single, reliable, golden record for every key piece of your business, whether that's a customer, a product, or a store location. This isn't just about cakes, you know? Think about a hospital needing one clear record for a patient, or a bank needing one true view of a customer's finances. MDM is your data's mise en place.
So what MDM does is it goes into all those messy kitchen cupboards, it takes out all the different versions of John Smith, and it cleans them all up. It standardizes his name, it merges his addresses, and it creates one perfect, consolidated John Smith ingredient, all ready to go for our recipe.
All right, so our kitchen is clean, our ingredients are all prepped and perfectly organized. Now, and I mean only now, can we finally start baking. We can finally turn our high-quality data into something genuinely delicious, a real insight.
This whole process, from those messy cupboards all the way to a delicious cake, is what we call the information value chain. And it's really just 4 steps. First, you gather your raw data ingredients. Then comes the critical second step, the one most people skip. You prep the kitchen with master data management. Only then can you follow the recipe with your algorithm and, finally, serve up a valuable, actionable insight.
You know, there's a famous saying in computer science, garbage in, garbage out. It means if you feed your powerful, expensive AI algorithm a bunch of messy, unreliable garbage data, well, you're just going to get garbage results. It's an unbreakable rule.
But here's the cool part. MDM changes that whole equation. By focusing on that crucial preparation step, we get to create a new rule. Quality in, inside out. When you start with a clean, trusted, single source of truth for your data, the insights you get from your AI, they're not just accurate. They can be absolutely transformative.
And the result of all this? Our machine learning model is no longer confused. It sees the one true John Smith. It knows his birthday is next week, that he loves chocolate, and that he lives just 5 blocks from our store. So it sends the offer, and we sell a cake. That is the power of a clean data kitchen.
So, I'll just leave you with this one final thought. Your organization is probably investing in all sorts of powerful AI and machine learning, the most advanced recipes you can get. But the real question you should be asking yourselves is this: is your data kitchen clean enough to actually use them? Thanks for watching.